Hi you guys, it's Melanie and welcome back to Living Luxuriously for Less, where we celebrate, decorate, and enjoy everyday life for less. Well, in today's video, I want to share with you how we transform this shrine into an absolutely elegant 50th birthday bash with a glamorous theme. So if you guys are ready, let's get started. During our initial consultation, our client told us a list of her must-haves, and that was she absolutely had to have it glam. She loved bling and she loved sparkles. She loved blue. It was her favorite color, and she wanted touches of silver and gold. And so with that in mind, I created this first centerpiece, which was a small bud vase. I've shown these to you guys on Amazon before. I'll link them down below. But what we did was we spray painted real roses with silver and gold, and then we added in a small white feather. The next thing that I did was, of course, I incorporated the blue and bling in the napkin rings and as well in the tablecloths. I absolutely love these napkin rings from totallydazzled.com. I will be sure to link them down below, but they definitely added to the overall feel of the space. She also wanted feather centerpieces, so I incorporated the feather centerpieces along with the flowers. I know a lot of people don't do it often, but I felt like by spray painting the flowers and adding in the feathers, it kind of combined all of her wishes into one, and it flowed really well throughout the room. So you guys let me know down in the comments below. I have also done a full tutorial on how to do these feather centerpieces. Super easy to do, super inexpensive, and they make a really big impact on the table. Next up, I added candlelight because I wanted it to have that romantic feel and romantic vibe, because after all, she was turning 50 and it was going to be kind of a grown and sexy environment. The lights would be turned down, and so I definitely wanted to incorporate that as well. And then for the center stage, she was having guest performers. She actually had the Yin Yang twins to come and perform. And I just wanted to keep the stage kind of a focal point versus using that as a guest of honor table. I just used the marquee letters rented from my friend, Balloons by Trey, or Trey's Balloon Bar. I think I'm saying it backwards, but you guys get my drift. I rented some marquee letters from him and made them the focal point. The menu was absolutely delicious, so we made sure to include those at each place setting so that all of her guests would know what was on the menu and also have a clue as to what would be happening throughout the night. On the head table, we decided to put the bling chair caps on every other table, because when we did them on every chair, not every other table, actually every chair, when we put them on every chair, it just seemed a bit heavy with the bling or, sequin tablecloth. So we did every other chair, and we really liked the way that it looked, and it didn't feel as heavy as we did it, after we did it that way. Another tip, you guys, is to always film or video your area, because you'll find areas that you may have missed, like the napkin that we missed. She loved the bling, so we also added the bling columns, which is a new addition to the Luxe family. We added in the bling columns hanging out of the ceiling, which really framed that guest area space. Since she didn't have a head table, she decided to sit with her guests, so we used the 4 bling columns to kind of frame that space out, and we absolutely love the way that it turned out. It turned out absolutely amazing, and so that is why we did that. And you guys can see the gold and silver roses a lot better in the light here. So one rose was painted gold and the other one was painted silver. And that was just to add that little pop or touch of gold that she asked for. And it was also in the menu as well. Now here's another look at those beautiful bling columns. I just love the way that it frames this area. This would also be great for framing like a dance floor area or something to that nature as well. And I also noticed that we missed the 2 menus on the end. So that's the benefit of videoing. As I was going through and taking photos and videos, I could easily point out my mistakes through my videos and through my photos as well. Now you guys have seen me use these acrylic stands or showcase these acrylic acrylic stands time and time again on Amazon, and here's a perfect example of me using them. And by me using them in this particular table, you can see straight through at the bling column. You can also see the number 50, and they just add so much to the space. I absolutely love them, and I will also link the live in which I showcased those before down in the link below, description box below, and also the links in the first comment. So you guys definitely check it out if you are interested in any of these pieces. And this is kind of just me showcasing to you guys what these things look like once I put them together. Now that everything is in place, I love the way the stage is framed. I love the way how soft and beautiful the velvet linen looks against the feathers. Since it's a birthday party and there are feathers, you guys will see that I don't use many candles underneath the feathers because I just don't want anything to catch on fire. And then you'll see the pops of gold and silver in the writing on the menu, and it just looks so beautiful. And I just thought that it was, you know, just a nice added touch to each table setting. So this is another view of the space. We only went with draping the back wall because it still gives us that full effect. And we also draped the ceiling, and I will show that to you guys a little bit later on because that was a request for her as well. And this ceiling drape was super duper easy to do, you guys, especially when you have the metal ceilings like this. It's super easy to hang them, and they make such a huge impact in the space. It just really made it look beautiful, and the side walls did not stand out as much, especially in pictures, and with the up lighting, it just looked beautiful at night. Now here for the sequin wall, you know, I love the sequin walls from House of Party. My friend Trey at Trey's Balloon Bar did the amazing balloon backdrop to go over the sequin backdrop here, and I will link the sequin backdrop as well. I know I'm like, I'll link it, but I always get questions and emails about where to find things, and I just want to try to address it in the description box so you guys will become accustomed to going there, so I don't have to answer so many emails, which I don't mind it, but sometimes I forget to answer, and I don't want you guys to feel like I'm ignoring you ever. Okay, you guys, so this is kind of what the space looked like. I hope you guys enjoyed the overall look. I'm going to just give you some music for your listening pleasure to finish out this video so that you can enjoy the beauty of the space without necessarily hearing me voice over or talk over it. So let's get into it.
Photograph feels like 100 years ago. Life was easy then, or is it just the way the mind works? We look so bold, like the winners of the league. Don't you know we had it all those summer days?
So which design aspect of this event do you like most? Be sure to let me know down in the description box below. You guys know how much I love glam, and I think it turned out wonderful for my client, and she loved it as well. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys at the next one. Until next time, it's Melanie with Living Luxuriously for Less. Cheers!